Wizkids has a title that I will enjoy telling you about. Dungeons & Dragons, Ghosts of Saltmarsh, the board game. This is for 1 to 5 players ages 14 and up, and should take about an hour to play. Ghosts of Saltmarsh is an expansion for any standalone title in the Dungeons & Dragons Adventure System board game series, and it features new adventures, map tiles, monsters, traps, and spells. To use this expansion, select your favorite heroes from one of the existing games, then dive into this new campaign. The King of Keelland, after unsuccessful expansion to the north, has turned his eyes southward to Saltmarsh, with the intention of turning this village into an important port to increase the status of his kingdom. And not everyone in the village is happy about the new developments, and old enemies fight for control, unaware of a new enemy about to rear its ugly head. You come through the town gates and cross Sharkfin Bridge to the screams of townsfolk and the unmistakable sound of fighting. You do not know the situation, but you are sure that you are needed. Return to the classic gameplay of the D&D adventure system with some exciting new changes. You still take on the role of a D&D hero, with the thematic skills and abilities either on your own or as a group of up to 5 adventurers. You'll face multiple scenarios in an overarching campaign, evolving and leveling up your character on the way. You'll explore treacherous dungeons, avoid deadly traps, and defeat terrifying monsters. You can also play your favorite scenarios on their own as a standalone experience. In addition to the exploring adventures familiar to fans of adventure system games, where tiles come out one by one, there are adventures that take place in the town of Saltmarsh itself. A set map made of 6 double-sided tiles where you fight to keep the villagers safe from monsters after their own ends. It's an exciting and different game mode, where without exploration, the new adventure deck provides the challenges and surprises that stand between the heroes and success. Wow! Okay, so I am a huge Dungeons & Dragons fan. I've done tons of videos on it. You've seen the whole adventure system collection. You've seen me soloing these games with a group of all rogues, the Locksmiths of Dalt. Dalt is a god from the Greyhawk series. Saltmarsh is a game, original module, and is set in the Greyhawk series. The land of Keelland was my favorite. It's my favorite kingdom in Greyhawk. I've run my campaigns out of Keelland. Everything about this game screams to me, John, grabbing me by the neck, pay attention, shaking me up. You've got to get me. That's what this game is saying to me. I have fond memories of the original series, U1, U2, U3, was it the Sinister Secret at Saltmarsh, Danger at Dunwater, and the Final Enemy. I've run those modules several times in my life, and they hold a very dear place in my heart. So to see this, there's no doubt in my mind I'm getting this. This is on my radar. This is a gimme. Come on, really. How would you expect this not to be if you've watched any of my videos? But I'm also interested in the fact that this is the first in the series that's literally called an expansion. This is not a game in and of itself, but a series of adventures that make it up. That's why there are no heroes in the game. You have some new miniatures for monsters to go along with the new monster cards. You have new tiles, but you don't have any new heroes because this isn't a big box game. So I'm excited to see how they're taking this. On the one hand, I'm a huge fan of the characters and the fact that every game, you're getting like 5 new D&D characters, and you can mix and match them between any game, any series, whatever. So they're playing up to that, and I love that. But I'm also upset that there's no new heroes in it. I kind of feel like there should be at least one. Give us at least one. Two would be nice, but if you gave us one, I would feel a lot better about it. But still, this is doing exactly what the game system has been begging us players to do ever since Wrath of Ashadlan followed Castle Ravenloft, and that was to mix and match things up. So I've got to see how this works out. Every factor, every single thing about this title, this game, the series that it's a part of, I can't get enough of. So I don't know if you're going to join me on this adventure or not, but if you have even just one of the adventure game boxes, this is worth it to get. Maybe you haven't gotten any more because they're a little bit expensive. Well, look into this one. Look into this one. Ghosts of Saltmarsh is only an expansion. Has less miniatures, so I'm sure it's going to cost less money. Don't quote me on that, though. I don't work for Wizkids or Wizards of the Coast. All right, well, that is... there's nothing else for me to say. That's it. Get this game. If you're a D&D fan, if you have any of the adventure game system boxes, get this. Put this on your list. But, I don't like to tell you what to do. So at least look into it. At least get some more information. All right? If you're a D&D fan, if you're a fan of this series, do yourself a favor and get more information. Know more about this, because you just may end up wanting it.